Okay, I gotta enable these again. I honestly don't know what's going on. I just don't think I can do marbles any and it's that time it wasn't even marbles. Marbles was loaded. OBS just decided to freaking freak out. I've like tried so much stuff. I don't know what it is. It's the last few weeks. And it happens at the weirdest times. It's not like I've suddenly opened something. That time I have no idea what happened. Actually, I'm running less stuff than I usually am because I thought maybe it was a like an issue with like the stuff that's running. But again, like I don't know. It's crazy. Is everything coming through okay? Sound, background, like the background music should be quiet but okay. Yeah, fine. Okay, good. I just don't get it. Nothing has changed. I even downgraded the amount of memory and CPU that my VM was taking up, but that doesn't seem to have done anything. I just don't understand. My computer is pretty damn powerful. Now, I mean, the only old thing about it is the CPU, but to be honest, the CPU is still pretty decent. So I don't really, and again, I've been streaming for years, and it's only just started happening, so I don't really get it. I'm really confused. If it happens again, honestly, I might just give up for today because it's kind of just dumb.
Hey,
thanks for the Prime Double Dirty. I'm just, like it's just more annoying than anything because like I use OBS. No, it's Restream. I use that's the even better thing. It's not. I'm not multi-streaming using OBS. I'm smart enough to understand that would probably be a massive issue, especially with bandwidth. But while I'm doing an OBS, I'm sending everything to Restream. Restream is doing the heavy lifting, so it's not even that. It only happened since you started multi-streaming. But again, like multi-streaming was fine for months. I've been multi-streaming a while. Baggett plays playing with your switches. Yes, entirely possible. I'm going to blame track it. I just don't get it. I don't get what it could be at this point. Like, ladies should restream on Friday. That's interesting. Okay, so what have I got open? What do I need open, I guess? I guess that's okay. It's just so bizarre when like OBS is using 13% of my CPU. Marvel should not use much. So even if it was a graphical issue, which I don't think it is, I don't know. It just annoys me because like it's hard to tell what it is because it happens like weirdly, like definitely launching something like launching Marbles apparently crashes everything, which makes no sense because it worked fine when streaming for TCM. So with TCM though, what we did when I was at TCM, we used Restream directly in the browser. So we would actually stream directly through Restream.io in the browser. However, for various reasons, I don't really like doing that for my own streams. Also because I like to customize stuff. But again, I've been streaming for years. And honestly, nothing much has changed. Oh, I just remembered I haven't got my monitor thing. Is that still working then? Elgato Wave. Okay, so the Wavelink does actually work when it's not even open, so that's good. Are you not with TCM now? No, I resigned a few months ago. So yeah, I'm just really confused.
Thank you for following.
Oh well. I don't know. We're gonna have to do. What's my upload speed? 4,000 kilobits per second, which is the recommended. And again, it's been like that for ages. So yeah, I don't think we can do marbles. I'm just gonna have to keep track of all the marble games, I guess. Maybe we'll have to do like a random stream where I just try and figure this shit out. But it's so annoying. I don't even want to. I really actually what I want to do is open my task manager and see if there's anything that is potentially doing stuff like that. But I worry that if I open the task manager, it's just everything's gonna crash again. So I don't know. I don't think it's a resource issue like CPU or bandwidth, or you'd have more issues. Yeah, I imagine. But what is it then? Are you planning to continue looking at John's room today? No, maybe Wednesday if I do stream. I probably will stream Wednesday. So the problem is I'm going on Thursday morning. I'm flying out to HackSpaceCon, install Sysmon and get logs from them. Okay. Do you mind, Leon? Do you mind just like sending me a whisper on Twitch to remind me to install Sysmon? OBS update or something? I don't know. I have the latest version, I believe. I don't know. Weird. Alright, what are we going to do, chat? I guess we need to do a poll. So we can either do Hack the Box, Try Hack Me, Hacking Hub, or Web Academy. This poll is unfortunately only for Twitch users only. Again, I understand people have their own preferences for platforms. For various reasons, Twitch just works better. I think it's the best streaming platform right now, so that will be where most stuff happens. There were some strange issues when I had other drivers doing captures. So I'm not like OBS is the only tool that's doing any kind of capturing. Well, have I resigned for full-time streamer? No way. No, I resigned for personal reasons. I'm interviewing at a few places right now. We're doing Hacking Hub. All right. Let me see. I mean, let's hope switching to my screen works. And it doesn't because I don't have Steam. I don't have Stream Deck enabled. There we go. Now I should be able to switch my screen. Okay, good. Okay, I gotta log in, so hang on a minute. Happy Apocalypse Day. I know, right? I went outside to experience the eclipse. We had like a partial one where I am. But it doesn't... Oh, Turing Complete category. Thank you. Yeah, I was streaming that the other day. Let's just do software, I guess. Software and game development. I don't know. A lot of people seem to stream there now. There we go. So yeah, it got quite dark, but like couldn't see the eclipse or anything. It wasn't very good from where I was. So okay, what are we gonna do here? So let's look for the easiest ones, obviously. Obviously we've done some of this one, but so these are some modules. We want, I guess, just challenges? Oh, okay. Missions? Missions, that seems good. Should we do Vuln LTD? This site seems like it's got a relatively easy rating. Full totality? That's cool. I watched the NASA live stream. All right, wait a little for the box to boost up. Well, so far it seems to be actually not crashing my stream, so that's good. It would be nice not to have to restart my computer every time I want to stream. Maybe I'll just have to start doing that to be, I guess, safe. So what we're going to do, we're going to use, what is this called actually? Vuln LTD. We're going to make a directory for Vuln LTD. Now I have a specific, oops. I have a config file for Auto Recon, which is custom for Hacking Hub. So if you download their word lists, you can basically customize Hacking Hub. Customize Auto Recon so it works for Hacking Hub specifically. So what we're going to do is we're going to use Auto Recon -c /config, and then we're going to give it this URL. And that should work. So one thing I actually need to do to Auto Recon, which I realize is that I think there is an issue or a suggestion is to exclude ports if you want to, because currently you can include specific. You can just tell Auto Recon, hey, scan all these ports. There's no way to exclude ports, and there is a port 9999 which we shouldn't really be scanning. 9999 is the test port. So yeah. All right. So we're going to Hacking Hub, Vuln LTD, scans. We're going to look at port 80. So we immediately find a support subdomain. Let me actually make sure this is open. This is open. Okay, good. Found 11 stored XSS on my second ever web app test. Nice, well done. Okay. So we have this domain, and then we also have... Oh god, hang on. Support.that. Oh, we should update the subject to be hacking hub. Is it Vuln LTD? And enable that in. There we go. Okay, do we have a robots.txt? We do, there's a flag there. Hooray, hooray. Okay, found that. There's also a secret login. This is the only thing I really dislike about Chrome right now. Okay, it's the secret login. You've got documentation on the login, which is interesting, I guess. It says content management system. The password will be... Okay, so you'll be given a guest account with the username guest, and the password will be the day of the week the software was installed. Okay. Monday. Tuesday. We may have to do these without capital letters, I guess. Well, it was none of them, apparently. It was Tuesday with lowercase. We should start taking notes. Now, I've actually got Obsidian installed now because I actually do like Obsidian. So let's create a new vault called Notes. And we're going to put it in Hacking Hub, Vuln. There we go. Create. Remember to disable. Yeah, I do use that. That is how I'm able to actually get to the HTTP site only. But unfortunately, it still, for some reason, loves to default to HTTPS. Like if I search secure here, always use secure connections is disabled, but it still loves to send me to stuff. Alright, so let's quit this thing and then we'll just go to this and then go, I don't know, rename. No, I usually put like a general notes or something. There we go. So we got that, and we got a guest Tuesday. Alright, cool. So we have this Guest users cannot edit pages. Okay, can we edit this though? No. Can we add new pages? No. Alright. At this stage, let's see. Alright, well, our token cookie is... Oh. Really? Come on. So we go to inspect here. Go to application. Go down to cookies. I'm sorry, this is so small. Expand cookies, sorry. We just change admin false to admin true, I guess. There you go. Now we are an admin, apparently. Seems realistic. You would be surprised. You would be surprised. Why is Jessica? What? All right, hang on a minute. Test. Web servers don't have rightful access to the... Oh, okay. Do we need to change the contact page then? Oh god, really? We can edit the... If I just press update. Okay, that's a bit better. We don't have rightful access to that directory. Interesting. But, like, what does that make? So is it like contact.php or something? Without the HTTPS, maybe? That would help. No. So here's my question. Can we do something like this, and then do something like... No. Maybe that? No. Interesting. We didn't see this support thing either, so...
Thank you for following.
Is it like a 1? Let me just check anything. Check wildcards. Check wildcards like that. No. Let's go back to our results. See if we have anything else interesting in our results here. Okay, so we do have SSH. Did auto recon finish? No. Okay, so Nikto is okay. So I can kill Nikto on port 9999. So I can do PSEF grep 9999. Kill -9. We want to kill this, and we want to kill this, and then auto recon should be like, oh, there we go. Now if I do S, yeah, we've only got Nikto running against port 80, which is good. So we have support and dub. There's that flag. Ferox Buster. Did Ferox Buster find anything interesting? Not really. Nikto didn't find anything either. Is there an uploads folder? Maybe. I wonder if this is supposed to be like an SQL injection. So far it doesn't immediately look like it. I guess we do have this OSINT domain. So we could do some fun stuff with that. We have like sublist. Is that what we used before? I forget what we used for subdomains last time. Do I have AMAS? No. Do I have the harvester installed? I do have the harvester installed. Okay, apparently the harvester, all lowercase, is deprecated, but the harvester with a capital H. Cool. I guess we'll just do this and see what happens. Nothing happened. Lovely. It turns out if you do B all, it actually does everything. That's better. Okay, so maybe that'll actually do some stuff. I don't know. Okay, what else have we got in this? Oops. Do we have anything interesting in the source code at all? I guess we've got this thing to mess around with, maybe? It's not a form, though. That's the weirdest thing. I imagine we can't just do... maybe if we do... Do we tend to do SQL injection here? We do this. I mean, doesn't look like it. That's a good point. I haven't actually tried messing with the user IDs. We could probably... That is a good point. So I could probably put this to 1. I don't think it gave me access to anything different. 3848. Yeah, it's the same amount of stuff. Oh, you know what we didn't actually look through? The contact page. We just have a look at this source code. Because potentially, yes, here we go. Let's go to view and word wrap. So basically, this line is saying, hey, if we receive a post request to the contact page, and the name
Thank you for
parameter, email parameter, and message parameter is set, do this. And then it basically will it'll try and send a Slack message. I wonder. Hmm. I mean, we can try it at least, I guess. If we go to this and go to Slack, yeah, Slack would definitely be able to scope. We go send message. Slack token has expired, yeah. Let's just look down this page and see if there's any weird stuff we can see here. Oh, I should probably not be excluding all this. We've also got this thing, which is interesting, right? Could not find these jQueries. What we probably need to do, actually, is do a Ferox Buster on this URL. Maybe there's something... We didn't actually do that, so what we'll do here, this is a cool thing about Auto Recon, we can go to this commands.log, and we can see, hey, this is the Ferox Buster command that ran. We double-click that, paste that in here, and then if we just copy this, we can then just replace that with that, and let's word wrap it. Content's fine. Let's just add one here to support, and that should be good. Now we can just run this. We'll also take out -q so we can actually see the results in real time. Oops. By the way, I forget who gave me the code that enabled me to paste things without it taking 10 minutes to write it all out. I forget who that was, but thank you. It worked amazingly. Okay, this didn't find anything. But then again, the harvester is pretty old and unreliable, so... Let's see here. What do we got? SQLite and user ID and cookie. It would be. We can definitely try that. So, like, we can actually try a few things here. So that does that. And then we just basically try a bunch of user ID here. Oops. Interesting, that doesn't... So that honestly seems like it's not doing anything. Like, we just resend that. Oh, it does need the user ID. Wait a minute. Interestingly, user ID can be blank. It just checks for it, I guess? We already submitted that one, right? F01.
Thank you for following.
I'm not entirely sure, but we're going to paste it in anyway. Oh no, F01. Yeah, we did find that. That was the second flag. You know what's happening there? I imagine there's going to be something we have to find here. We can also double check the results of this Ferox Buster and just make sure. So we got 403s over here. We got some 200s. Nothing there. Changing to 1, so it's already changed to 1 over here, I believe. I already changed it to 1. Application, come on. Yeah, I already changed to 1. I don't believe we can... Yeah, web service not writable access to that directory. That is an interesting error, though. I kind of want to just try that a bit more. Maybe if I just put a bunch of these in and then go temp. Try putting in var.html. Well, the issue with that is like temp is by default writable by everybody. But we could definitely try that, and the issue is it might not even be in var.html. You know, it could be in var.dub, and then we have, is it filtered with dot slashes? Could be. Like at this point, like what do we? So we would have to do a dot slash like that. So wait, hang on a minute. I take out all of those, and then we just copy this, and then do that. Try this.
Thank you for following.
Very strange. Well, here's another thing we could try, I guess. Presumably it has to do some matching, right? So it has to... there might be some SQL injection in this, actually. Thinking about it. Because presumably what it has to do... It gets whatever this thing is, it looks it up in the database. To see if it matches one of these. Yeah. So that might actually be a database lookup. And I don't know if we actually... I may have already done that. Can we do like... No. Second order SQL. Actually, that's a good point. Can we... Oh, I'm an idiot. I forgot there was a new one. Why didn't I check out this one? There we go. That's it. Here we go. There's source code in here that's different. Staring me in the face the entire time. We've dropped Slack for receiving contact messages to the website. We're only going to use it for company communications. This will now send an email to this. Okay. So we found our sort of A new subdomain? Where? That's not. This isn't a subdomain. But that means we can just send an email here, right? I guess I have to send it. Let me send it from my actual email. Okay, so it needs support message as the subject. And then it needs this as the body. I'm going to name Tiberius. Message is going to be hello. Sure, let's send that and see. Oh, I probably actually need to not do it to this, do I? I need to do it to this URL. Right, so actually what I'm going to do... Let me just copy that message I just sent, actually. Hang on. Well, I just sent this with the support message as the subject. Again, all I'm doing is sending emails. Can't we use new contact? Well, no, because it's a draft. And I can't change the published one. And it's just sending emails. So I think all we have to do, actually, is send... I'm going to copy this. Support message there. And then we just need to figure out what email we send. And maybe I just send it to everybody. So... we're going to send it to... So... I'm not going to send it to start ticket. I'm going to send it to... Hang on. Change email. So we'll do... I think it's just going to be at that dot von TDD. Yeah. Let's actually send that now. Message. I'm going to change it to hello too as well. Okay. Do I get... I don't get anything back, but like maybe I'll get... Hello? Tiberius? No. Does it actually send the does it do anything with message here? Just message equals send, okay. So the issue is I don't know how we get the... I think we do actually have to send it to this. That makes sense, because actually thinking about the domain didn't have any SMTP or anything on it. So I think my initial email should have gone through. But I still don't understand how we're supposed to get the... support ticket stuff. Functionality on the support. What functionality though? The support subdomain just has this. We should actually probably, if we do host, let's just check the IP addresses. Because if they're the same IP address, then they're the same IP address. But maybe they aren't. That's a good point. Why is it connection refused? So it is the same. It is the same IP address. That makes sense. So use service. DNS mask, stop and start. What is going on? What's happening, chat? There we go. Yeah, they're the same IP address. So there's no reason to scan this for anything other than HTTP, really. Did we do Ferox? We did Ferox bus support. It gave us absolutely nothing. My only thing, maybe we have to do like an all 1 = 1 or something, just because it's a fucking oops, or 1 = 1. But no. Don't take notes on that bit. That you should only ever do on on CTFs like this. So one thing we could do actually. No, why am I sending that to repeat? I want to go to intruder. Maybe we just have to search for a number. So if we put something here and we go payloads, numbers 0 to, let's just do 10,000. Okay, and my numpad is disabled. There we go. Resource pool. Let's just create a 50 thread resource pool. Oh god, I hate when it does that. 50 threads. Maximum is 50. Automatic throttling, yes. Should it be NoSQLi? Maybe? I don't know. It doesn't strike me as NoSQLi. That could be a weird choice. They're running Nginx. And PHP, it seems. Alright, so we're gonna just... Basically, if we do this, then do not find ticket is here. So if we just do an inverse search, we could not find ticket. It's not going to take too long. We're already a fifth of the way there. This is the power of Intruder on Burp Suite Professional. Why is that a weird choice? Just because PHP tends to not be used with that kind of thing. Like, granted, it's entirely possible it is NoSQL. I would be just very surprised. PHP, generally speaking, is I don't know. There's like native language support. I don't know. Actually, there is native language support for NoSQL and PHP. So PHP is usually associated with relational databases. Okay, I am seeing a few interesting. They're all disappearing. The 5.4s. Is that just? So what I might do is just investigate that a minute. What was the difference here between? Are they bigger because of the number? But the number doesn't get reflected back. And there's just a sudden... It's going to be something stupid. Yeah. Close goes to keep alive. That's all. Probably just a date. Well, not unless we crossed... actually, no, not even in that case, because for date, I believe, it was always static. So the day will always be 3 letters. This number will always have a leading 0 if it needs it. This will always be 3 letters. This will always be 4. And because it's a 24-hour clock, this will always be... what's that? 8 characters? Yeah. This is a weird one. I wonder what we're supposed to do here. So 1359 is just standard, and then yeah, the only difference is this. I honestly thought sending the email would do something. Doesn't seem to have done. The only other thing, I guess we could try and scan it with the SQL map. Obviously, SQL map is a slightly better tool. Ticket.htp. So we're going to do this. We're going to put a little asterisk in here. And we go, oh, okay. Now we're going to disable that and go here. We go SQL map. -v3 -r ticket, and then we're going to do level, start with level 1, risk, well actually increase the risk, threads 10, and actually you know what I'm going to do instead of that? I'm going to go back to ticket. I'm going to put a 1 here, so we have some value to go off. Okay. Blah 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 blah. This is all boring stuff from another thing. Alright, level equals 1, threads equals 10. Let's just go with that. Yes, we want to do the marker thing. Sure. Okay, so we can just increase... I generally increase level 3 first. Are you sure that the format... I think the format was fine, but we can definitely double check that. So it's this line here. So basically, this is the to address. This is what I sent it to. This is the from address, and then this is the subject, which I definitely set. And then, if we extract everything here, what we should get, if we replace basically everything here with Tiberius, and then everything from here to here with, I don't know, hello. That should be the message format, and I believe that's what I sent, but let me double check. Yeah, I think so. It could be blind XSS, you're correct, so why don't we do that? Get started, copy that. Image source equals, let's do HTTP. Yeah. Okay, I'm going to send another email to that email address then. Support message. This one. And send. We should also make sure the box isn't just going to die suddenly. 15 minutes left. A refresh, does it give me time? Okay. In 5 minutes, chat, someone set a timer. In 5 minutes, remind me to refresh the box time. I think you can only do it in 10 minutes. Okay, so I did send that email. Now we could probably also copy another one to clipboard and do one here as well. Oops. And maybe even do that, actually. That's a better way of doing it. Oh, yeah. So it's definitely sent it. I didn't get any errors back from like the server saying it couldn't find it. I'm struggling how this is supposed to be a simple box. Oh my god, you're right. Thank you. We got a flag. Thank you, OzCrypto, for the and we also got a link. So it turns out should have probably checked my spam folder. Okay. Oh, this is the most recent one. But it does encoding. Okay, so that's fine. Alright, let's do this one then. So if I update message test. Alright, so we could probably do... Looks like there's some enumeration here. Oh god, okay, fine. I'll do the enumeration this side. We go Control R. Okay, interesting. So the question, I guess, is can we do something like post this? Okay, I gotta open my course, and I think I have to blank my screen for that, but yeah. Because I have a bunch of SSTI payloads in my course that I'll probably just use. Okay, cool. I didn't need to blank anything. Lovely. Okay, like we can use this one. And five time is up. Thank you. Let's try refreshing. Oh, extend time. There we go. Automatically appears. Lovely. Alright, we could try something like this. And then we could also try... Actually, to be honest, that's like 1 divided by 0. Okay, I somehow doubt this is going to be that. But maybe this is the SQL injection or something. Okay. Can we just do like a... No. Okay, I guess is there anything weird about this? Oh, I just realized we had an issue. Oh, hang on a minute. Didn't we have... Didn't I change the cookie? Wait, what? Yeah. The update from field is interesting, right? Alright, I'm going to send another email to this. I'm just going to use test and test2. Is there a registration? No, not that I could see. Okay, so I sent... Okay, there you
go. Thank you for following.
The update from came from here. Maybe we can abuse that? I wonder if it's just as simple as like putting a from in there or something. No. Email, maybe? Can we just use PHP SendMail? Like, PHP has a SendMail feature. And we can set the from. So we could potentially do something like alright, so we want the to value is gonna be
New subscription received. Dispensing gratitude. Gratitude
who was
dispensed.
that?
Happy
Thank you,
Monday.
Malicious Cereal. Malicious Cereal. Resubscribe for 1 month. They've been subscribed for 27 months. Holy crap. That's 3 babies. What are our triplets names now? What are our stream babies called? Alright, and this can be anything apparently, because it's not, this is just an update. The message can also be anything. There's 2. And
Incoming raid.
oh damn. Adam Learns Live, raiding with a party of 108. Thank you so much. Hey, I'm getting more raids from this now I'm streaming on this category,
Thank
I
you
guess.
for following.
We are technically doing hacking. Although I have been led to believe that a lot of
Thank you
people
for
in the hacking
following.
community actually stream in the software dev stuff. This is actually application hacking rather than software development, but it's kind of the it's application stuff, so it's kind of tangentially related to software development. But welcome to the stream. Right now, we're trying to hack this vulnerable machine, and I think maybe we can change the this thing, the from header. Have I seen you on Udemy? Possibly. I do have 2 popular privilege escalation courses on Udemy. Alright, so I think we just do from here, right? This has to be an array, so that's good. So an array in PHP, I believe, is like that. Can I just do tib@tib.com or something? Alright, let's actually see if this works. I have no idea if this is even going to work. So, PHP mail. Sendmail not fun. Alright, so we do need to install sendmail. Apt install sendmail. Yeah, so I'm Tiberius. I wrote Auto Recon, which is popular for the OSCP exam. I also wrote a couple of privilege escalation courses, again, quite popular for the OSCP. But I've been streaming a while now. Thank you everybody for following. Again, I don't know if this is even going to work. But we'll see, huh?
Thank you for following.
Okay. It did not work. Look at my previous message. Yes. Drop a blog post here that resembles the box directly to you without spoiling the box. Okay, sure, let's have a look. Oh, I know this blog post. This was an epic attack. However, the issue with this is I don't know if this is. I mean, I guess this could be how it's supposed to be done. So the idea with this is that you would create this vuln ltd.slack. Or is it that we have to... Oh, I get it now. Okay. I wonder if we can actually do this. Okay, that's actually pretty genius. Yeah, I wouldn't have thought to do this, actually. So, this is a... Basically, they've set up a Slack server. And it turns out that you can only sign in with a work email. And the way it does work emails is it looks at the domain. It turns out we actually have a quote-unquote work email. Because if we sign up to the Slack server with this email, it checks the domain, it realizes, oh, that's a correct domain. It will then send us the invite code. Yeah, I don't... This is the confusing thing, but Hacking Hub is an up-and-coming platform. So there you go, we sent a 6-character code, right? For this email, which is great, because now we just have to refresh the page. And we can actually see that email. I should probably start closing a bunch of these tabs. This is probably not good for the browser. That's fine, that's not. Let's kill that, and that. Okay, interesting. So, that's actually bizarre. This should definitely work, though. I think, if this is the way we're supposed to be doing it. My only other guess is this is actually the code we're supposed to be using over here. No. Is this a Q&A? No, but you can definitely ask questions and I will definitely answer them. Or I'll try to. I don't think this is... I mean, either this box could be broken. Given that it actually is doing something with Slack, there's a non-zero chance that this is supposed to work, but it's broken. We can try registering? Yeah. That's actually true. Yeah, no, well done. I was assuming it would just let me in because of the domain, but maybe we do need to create a Slack. Okay, yeah, there we go. That's probably it. Alright, yeah. Oh, no! Okay, that's much more realistic. Alright. My bad. Okay, so now we can just copy this link address. I'm only doing it in the Firefox web browser because, honestly, I don't want to proxy Slack traffic through Burp. Okay, there's a lot of people here. You're accepting invitation. Your name is going to be Tiberius. Continue. Thank you, by the way, for the Prime sub, Juan Snowy. There we go. Okay, so I believe what we need to actually look at... Well, I guess this was a channel that apparently... Maybe we can actually look into... Come on. Slack should definitely work in Firefox like this. There's a flag, look. Okay. God. Oh, that's shitty. Okay. Come on, how do I get this flag? I just inspect. God, it's so freaking slow because it's such a... Even in the web app, it's bloated as fuck. Okay, copy that. Go back to Hacking Hub. Okay, we found the flag number 4. No, that flag's fine. Okay. So let's browse all channels, I guess. We can search for this channel. No results. I still think it's stupid. Okay. I guess that literally the general channel is the only one. So okay, so hopefully this is just the let's just paste that using that. So hopefully this is supposed to be it. Yeah, I agree with that. And this isn't... This is the issue. Like, is this in scope now? I don't honestly feel very comfortable doing this. Like, I'm 99.9% sure that this is supposed to be in scope, but the fact they don't list it in scope is very, very sus. And like the fact it's an IP address, why didn't they? Yeah, because I don't want to. It's tricky, man. Maybe I'll ping. No. I was going to think, can we just... Is Pirelli router an actual thing? Like, I've never actually heard of Pirelli router. Oh, it is. I'm just going to send... not Adam. Yeah, Adam Langley a quick message. He might actually be in... Hey dude, if you're online, we're doing Vuln Limited right now on stream. I just wanted to confirm this is in scope. Because it feels super shady. Just randomly attack an IP, lol. It is in scope. I mean, I still don't feel good about it. Like, it's not listed in scope. That's the thing. And trust me, I'm not saying you're wrong. I kind of disagree with them. You know, the whole point of this scope is... Oh, actually, okay. The challenge may... Alright, okay. Maybe I should read this bit. Other domains and IP addresses as you go along. I feel like it maybe should have done... Maybe set it as a vuln. Might be a good idea to set it, give it a domain or something. Alright, I feel a bit better having read this. I still think it's a bit weird. Honestly, Hacking Hub is kind of unique in that sense because it has the OSINT domain, right? And it does stuff like this, which I think is really cool. But yeah. It's also kind of weird. Alright, Pirelli router default creds is what we're going to find. So we're not going to scan this box, because obviously this is a shared one, but here we go. Pirelli default passwords. Does it actually tell us what type? We have an Age ADSL router. There we go. Age ADSL. So it could be admin and microbusiness or user and password. We're going to try admin and microbusiness first. That was good. Okay. So always be careful is what I'm trying to teach here. Like in this case, because it said you might discover IP addresses and because we clearly freaking logged into Slack, it just feels weird to do it. Okay. Insecure download blocked. Keep, please. Okay. We're going to Hackverter, and we'll decode this using base64. Find another flag there. We've almost finished this box, I think. We've only got one flag left. I think I know where I'm going to find it. This box did have SSH on it. So presumably... maybe it's one of these? Oh, let's copy this. View word wrap. Who thinks it might just be this? Like the SSH. Oops, crap. Oh, it needs a public key. Probably check that here, actually. Yes, okay, so only supports public keys, so that's interesting. We don't need a password then. Oh, right. What the hell are we going to do then? I guess we could look up some of this stuff. Oh, okay, all of this is... So config backup is literally the only thing that's working. Cool. Alright. Oh, website / intranet? Is there a / intranet site here? There is! And it's protected, internet, and this is the password. But this might be base64 encoded, I'm not entirely sure actually. Let's double check. It does look like base64. It's not, alright, we're good. So what was it? Internet. Internet, and this. Hooray! Well, we have an almost obvious freaking, like, how more obvious could you be here? Make sure request URL ends in HTML. Replace any. Oh, okay. So we can't just do // I guess. Okay, maybe I'm incorrect here then. What's this though? Nothing. Please supply a password file. Is it one of these? Maybe it's just micro business. No. Maybe it's this one? No. Okay, so we do have, interestingly though, we should at least in the word list directory, yeah, we have a passwords.txt here. We go runtime file, select file, word list passwords large, should be fine. Let's just do 50 threads, fuck it. And then yeah, all right, we're just gonna let that run. Any questions about this box so far? Or anything? Adam didn't respond. I think it would be a good idea to put it as a subdomain instead of a random IP address. Okay, anything so far? No. No, honestly, that I think I need to get into another mindset with that box, with Vuln. Sorry, not Vuln. Hacking Hub in general. I think honestly that was a good hint. I would not have thought of that, mostly because it just seems insane on a hack the box machine like that. But this isn't hack the box, so yeah, it's a very good. I enjoyed this whole box. But yeah, I've got to remember that it's a lot more public, and the fact you aren't connected to a VPN obviously helps as well. But yeah, it's just a different mindset. Like I've actually talked about that on the stream before. I think that kind of attack. It's really interesting. I think it's actually in my course. Okay, so we didn't actually find anything. Thank you, X Mateo ZZZ for following, and Dordrek. Alright, we didn't find anything there, which is interesting. So, is it gonna be this then? Is it gonna be this thing? Part of me wonders if we can do something stupid like this. No. Make sure that request URI ends in .html. Place any characters. So if I do something like HTML_A, gotcha. And if I which is interesting because oh wait, actually, if I just do okay, so actually it kind of like you can do something like that potentially. Oh, actually, no, wait a minute. Can you just do that? I wonder how they're filtering out index.php. Well, they're telling us how they're doing it. Make sure the request URI ends in .html, but request URI is interesting. So, oh wait a minute, actually, yeah, request URI is just.
Thank you for following.
So actually, hang on a minute. All right, so we've made sure that the request URL, so request URL is the entire request URL. It ends in .html, so we can bypass this by just doing something stupid like that. Replace any characters that are not in the following. Okay. Filter out. So I wonder if we can just do something stupid like admin with a capital. No. Check template exists. Admin. Oh, okay. Oh, filter out. So what we could potentially do actually is do something stupid like admin.php like that. Haha, yeah. I know my shit. Alright. So you gotta just read this. These are a set of instructions. It's basically just telling you how to bypass everything. Make sure request URI ends in .html. Again, easy. Just add an extra parameter and set it to .html. This can be anything. You can just do like A here. Okay. Replace any characters that are not in the following: A to the capitals 0 to 9 and a dot in the page parameter. Okay, that's fine. Basically just means we can't use anything other than alphanumeric and periods. And then it says filter out index.php and admin.php. Now the key thing is filter out, which is basically it's not detecting anything, it's filtering. So it's going to do a search replace. So the way you get around that, if you want to access admin.php, for example. So we want to access admin.php, but clearly filtering out is just going to replace this with nothing. Right? And you can actually see that because it says check template exists. The file name that we put here is always here. Right? So if I replace this with test.html, right, we get test.html here. So we can actually see what's happening to our payload. So if I put admin.php in, we see it goes to an empty string. If I put a admin, we see it goes to A. So it's literally just searching for admin.php as a string and stripping it out. So the most obvious bypass of that is anywhere within this string, right? So we can do it from basically after the A all the way up to the first P. We can just type admin.php in here. And it will strip out admin.php once, and then it won't do it again. Does that make sense to everyone? Alright. Did it kill it again? Oh, it didn't kill it. Good. Okay, we did that. So that's how you... So, actually, interestingly, there is a password here that we could also try and crack. We get a crack station. Hello, my friend. Any questions about that box? Honestly, I really enjoyed that one, even though it was a little confusing. The hash is unknown. Interesting. We could actually try and crack it. I wonder if you are supposed to crack it or not. So we will do John word list, and the format is going to be raw. I think you have to spell it with caps or MD5. So we know it's MD5 because obviously it says it's MD5 actually, ironically. Right here. But it looks like it's a random password, presumably. We can also, I believe, just place this with index. Grab the index. Yeah, here we go. Yeah, so it's doing one string replace. Then doing file get contents. So file get contents obviously not vulnerable to LFI in terms of actual execution, but it is vulnerable to LFI in terms of actually including the file, which is a massive debate that a lot of people get upset with me about. Isn't it was LFI? Basically, yeah. I think it's fair to call this LFI. A lot of people disagree with me, and I don't care. I've always called this LFI. A lot of people only call it LFI if you can actually get execution. So if you can actually execute the actual PHP code. And again, this is another one of my stupid controversial opinions that I always post on Twitter, but so a lot of people will say if you use file-get contents, it's not LFI. Because file-get contents doesn't execute anything. File-get contents will just grab the contents of whatever file you give it and spit it out. Whereas if it was an include or a require, that would execute the contents of the file. I don't think it actually depends on context. I think people who think LFI or LFI is such a widespread vulnerability that basically if you narrow the definition of LFI so that the inclusion bit of it refers to the PHP include function, I think honestly that just literally means it's only vulnerable in PHP. Like, I know there are a few other languages where it's technically vulnerable, but like realistically it's only vulnerable in PHP. And also, like, what happens if you use the require keyword instead of include? Is that now not LFI because it doesn't use include? Like, I think it's kind of dumb. And a lot of people argue that, you know, it should only be if you're using the include function. Even though clearly when you go to OWASP, they teach you OWASP LFI, they teach you to grab etc password. And they're like, code execution on the server, sensitive information disclosure, right? Process of including files. So one of the tests is etc password. So as far as I'm concerned, if OWASP say that this is LFI, which they do, like, to me, the inclusion always meant you're including the file in the response. That's the include bit. It never meant use of the include keyword to me. Arbitrary file readers, well, I would not argue it's path traversal. So the problem with, and this is another maybe controversial take I have, the problem with calling it path traversal is path traversal isn't really a vulnerability. Path traversal is just how paths work. So like path traversal, directory traversal, like it's kind of just a feature of how Linux and, to be honest, yeah, Windows paths work. So I understand, like, you can obviously get to it, but like, what you got to talk about? What's the actual vulnerability? The vulnerability is you're able to include custom files basically in the response. The way you get to it doesn't really matter. I think LFI is always a vulnerability. Like, that's the thing.
Thank you for following.
Thanks for following, Ronnie. Oh, we've got a few people. Kouta and Nazinho 100. Controversial. I guess, but at the same time, yeah. I mean, yeah. Okay, so it depends. If you're talking about, like, I think path traversal combined with LFI, I would only honestly report the LFI, and as when reporting the LFI, I would basically describe path traversal as a method I used. Right? Like, path traversal is definitely a method, but there are instances of non-LFIs where you can use path traversal to your advantage. I just see a lot of people, and actually Portswigger actually are guilty of this, where they sort of describe directory traversal in the sense of LFI. And that I disagree with. I think that's kind of confusing the subject. And I say that because there's actually so they have an entire set of path traversal labs, and one of the labs doesn't even use path traversal, which I think is kind of funny. So, like, one of the labs you have to do, you have like something where it has like, I don't know, home .php, and you have to do something like // etc password. Okay, and then they have another one where it's like home.php, but all you do is you just do etc password. Like there are basically two labs under the directory traversal category. One of them, there's more than that, but these are the two labs I'm talking about. There's one that uses directory traversal. There's one where you just give the absolute path. That's not directory traversal. Firstly, that's just giving a path. The vulnerability here is that literally it's loading relatively, and so if you start your directory with a / in a relative sense, that's telling the application, hey, you should load out of the root directory. But that's not directory traversal. There's no actual directory traversal here. Here is, not here. But again, these are the petty arguments that I get over online. And to be honest with you, it's fine. It doesn't really, at the end of the day, it doesn't matter. Alright, any other questions about this? Because this was a really good box. I should actually message Adam and tell him it was awesome. Cool. What time is it? All right. I've streamed quite a while already. Well, Ali's online. Ali is writing Threatwire, so I think we're going to go watch Ali write Threatwire. Now, what is our what's our message going to be to Ali? What's our raid message going to be, chat? And this is apparently, unfortunately, only for people who are on Twitch right now. Let me get back to my webcam. We're going to raid ending with Ali, friend of the stream, who I dressed up as last week for April Fool's Day, which is still live on her channel, by the way. Anyone still in chat? Raid messages. Ideas, or I'll just paste one myself. Spam. We're not going to spam. How about don't threaten my wire? Because she's writing Threatwire on stream. So we'll do that. We'll do all caps, don't threaten my wire. Alright, so everyone copy that. Everyone copy this. And we'll raid ending with Ali. Invalid username. Okay, well I need to, I guess, take off the @ symbol. There we go. Alright. Let me put the stream ending stuff up. Thank you everybody for watching. On the screen on my socials, please give me a follow on Twitter, join the Discord server, subscribe to the YouTube channel, and of course give me a follow on Twitch if you're not already following. Thank you so much for the raids. Hopefully I'll see you again soon. Thank you, Just a Guy, for doing that in chat. And yeah, everybody spam that raid message, and we will go raid ending with Ali. Thank you so much. I might see you on Wednesday. I don't know. Wednesday is my last day before I fly out to HackSpaceCon, so maybe I'll see you on Wednesday, maybe I won't. Anyway. Alright, appreciate it, guys. See you when I see you next. Bye.